land shrouded in mystery, the kingdom lived in fear of dragon-terrifying creatures of myth and legend that brought fire and destruction wherever they went. For centuries, they ravaged villages and terrorized the people. Yet, one man stood apart from the rest, a hunter named Kaelen. His heart was fueled by vengeance, for the dragons had taken everything from him. His village, his family, they were reduced to ashes in a single night. And from that day forward, Kaelen vowed to hunt them down, one by one. Kaelen was not like other hunters. While others sought simple prey, Kaelen set his sights on the impossible. He trained with the finest weapons, studied ancient scrolls, and honed his skills until he became a master. He crafted a suit of armor from the scales of slain dragons, their glimmering metallic sheen a symbol of his unyielding determination. His spear, forged from rare, dragon-piercing metal, became an extension of his will. The people began to whisper of him, the dragon's hunter, a shadow in the night who sought to rid the world of these terrifying beasts. One fateful day, Kaelen received word of a dragon that had appeared in the northern mountains, a beast so fearsome it had already decimated entire villages. With nothing left but smoldering ruins, the people had nowhere to turn. Kaelen knew this was his moment. He gathered his armor, took up his spear, and set off on the long and perilous journey to the mountains. His heart burned with the memory of his lost family, and he pushed forward, determined to face the dragon that had caused so much suffering. The road to the northern mountains was treacherous. The air grew thick with heat, and the scent of smoke filled Kaelen's nostrils. As he climbed the jagged cliffs, the world around him seemed to shimmer with a sense of foreboding. The temperature rose with every step, and soon he could hear the roar of the dragon in the distance, the ground trembling beneath its power. Kaelen knew he was close. His resolve hardened, and he pressed on toward the plateau where the dragon awaited. Kaelen reached the vast plateau, and there it was, an immense creature unlike any he had ever seen. The dragon's golden scales gleamed in the fading light, and its wings stretched wide, casting a shadow that darkened the sky. Its eyes burned with a fiery rage, and its breath sent heat rippling through the air. It was a creature of legend, and it was real. The battle had begun. Kaelen's spear was poised, his heart steady as he faced the dragon, knowing this fight would determine his fate. The dragon roared, unleashing a torrent of flames that lit up the sky. Kaelen leaped to the side, narrowly avoiding the fiery blast. The battle raged on as Kaelen darted and dodged, striking with precision, each blow landing with a resounding thud. The dragon's scales were nearly impenetrable, but Kaelen's spear found its mark. The battle was long and brutal. Kaelen's strength tested with every passing moment, but he would not relent. The dragon's fire was no match for his determination. As the hours passed, Kaelen's strength began to wane, but he refused to give up. The dragon, wounded but relentless, prepared for its final, devastating attack. But Kaelen saw his chance. With one last surge of energy, he leaped forward, dodging the flames and driving his spear deep into the dragon's heart. The beast let out a deafening roar before collapsing to the ground in a heap. Kaelen stood victorious, panting, his body bruised and bloodied. The dragon was dead. With the dragon's head severed from its body, Kaelen made his way back to the kingdom. The people greeted him with cheers, but Kaelen's heart remained heavy. He had avenged his family, but the cost of victory was not lost on him. He had become a legend, but the journey had changed him. The dragon was gone, but the memory of its destruction would haunt him forever. As he stood before the people, Kaelen knew that the battle within him was far from over. Kaelen had won, but as he stood among the people, he couldn't shake the feeling that the fight was not yet finished. The dragons were gone, but their memory would linger. Kaelen had become a symbol of courage and vengeance, but in the quiet moments, when the world was still, he wondered if the hunter would ever truly rest. Would he always be chasing the next dragon, the next challenge? The dragon's head in his hands was a symbol of victory, but Kaelen knew deep down that his battle with the past would continue, no matter how many dragons he slayed.